We need to be grateful and be thankful that the Lord allowed us to be here today. So I give God the praise on today. I'll never stop. I will never stop giving him the praise. I'll never stop telling him thank you for what I know that he's already done. And I make it personal for me. You got to have this personal relationship with God all by yourself as well. And then there's no way that we can have a relationship, not in spirit and in truth, without us having a relationship first with God in spirit and in truth. We're going to have us a good training session on today. I'm just grateful to be here. We bless the Lord, each and everyone that's here. Amen. We're going to go before the Lord in prayer before we start. Because today, truly, I owe him. I owe the Lord today. And I know that I can't pay him, but I can sure enough serve him. And I hope and pray that he take my service and take that into account for me being grateful and for knowing that he has blessed me. Most gracious, precious Heavenly Father, we thank you on today. And God, we praise your holy name. We thank you for that is the name that is given on today, whereby the word of you declare that we must be saved. Saved from what? God, not saved from the tests and the trials, God, but to be able to be saved from them because you are the deliverer on today. We thank you as we sit in your presence and we enter in with thanksgiving. And Father, we just remember on this morning that it was you that touched us. And God, it's you, God, that's keeping us right now. It's you, Lord, that have clothed us and gave us a right mind to know who we are and to know where we are. And we thank you for the reasonable portion of health and strength that you have granted unto us today. We owe you today, Lord God, and we assemble together today to get more clarity, to get more from you. We assemble on today, God, that we would be able to unite as one in you. We will assemble on today, God, and we do so, God, wanting to hear from on high. We thank you for everything that you kept us through from our last time being together up until now. And God, there has been many tests. There has been many trials. But through it all on today, we're still here. And we were kept by your power. And for that, we say thank you. We thank you, God, that what came to get us could not keep us on today. And for what we had to experience, Lord God, we took the lesson from it on today. And for that right now, we just want to say thank you. God, we watch as well as pray on today. And we see, God, what's before us. So we know, Lord God, what to ask of you. We know, Lord God, that you are our keeper on today. You're our sustainer on today. We are covenant keepers on today. We're staying in tune with you, God. We're assembling together, God, because we want to know what your perfect will is for each and every one of our lives. God, we ask that you would stay with us. Stay in us, God. Continue to stir us up. Continue, Lord God, to open up our insight. Continue, Lord God, to give us sight to see. Continue to give us a spiritual ear to hear. Continue, God, to use us as we go forward. Use us, Lord God, and you get the glory. We thank you, God, because all of our hope, all of our trust, and our belief is in you on today. We know that we're nothing without you. But God, through you and with you, all things are possible on today. So God, we ask you today to make the impossible possible on today. God, when man has already shut the door and they have said no, we know that you are able to open doors that no man can close. And then you're able to close doors that no man can open. See a situation on today and be God in the situation. Move, Lord God, like never before. Strengthen us on today like never before. Keep us on today like never before. And God, we're going to keep coming. We're going to keep giving you the praise. We're going to keep talking about you. We're going to keep giving people your goodness. We're going to continue, Lord God, to do what you placed in us to do. God, we thank you for the example that you had set before us. We thank you today, God. And we don't walk, oh God, in the footsteps. But God, we walk after his God. We walk with his God. We walk knowing his God. And God, we just thank you for what you're doing in each and every believer's life. We thank you right now for what you're doing in our homes. We thank you, God, for what you allow us to do in the streets. We thank you, God, that we are your witnesses on today. We are your witnesses on today, God. And we thank you for what's shut up on the inside. And oh God, whenever you say speak, we'll speak. God, wherever you say go, we'll go. And God, we're going to give you the praise for it. We thank you for this place. We thank you, God, for giving us a place that we can come and assemble ourselves together. We thank you for Tim on today, God. We thank you for a heart that you've given him, God, as a covenant keeper. And we thank you for the place in which you've given him. Father, we ask that your anointing fall in this place on today. God, from the ceiling to the floor. Hallelujah. Lord God, fall in this place on today. Give us a fresh anointing. God, a fresh anointing. Fill this place on today. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Lord, we thank you for doing it. And we count it done. It's in Jesus' holy and precious name we pray. As we say thank you, Lord. Oh, somebody got something to thank you for. Does anybody have anything to thank you for? Does anybody have anything to thank you for? You see, you could have went another way today. It clearly could have went another way today. But God, amen, is God. And he's sovereign. But he said, what you see today is what I said. That's all right. What you see is what I said. So whosoever you see is who God said would be. I'm just so glad that he said me. Thank you. Is anybody glad that he said you? I'm so glad that he said me. So somebody else could have been in your seat. Somebody better get this thing today. But God said no. He said Mother, he said Toya, he said Amy, he said Vanessa, he said Emma, he said Stephanie, he said Tim. He said. What did I say about Anna Mae? Anna Mae, I knew you would be here today. Amen. Thank you, God. It's all right. I knew you would be here today. Amen. Thank you. Y'all, we're going to have such a good time. Yes, we are. Look at this board. Thank you, God. Who are you? We are coming. Man, you know what? We ain't playing today. Amen. We're not going to play today. Amen. If it's in you, it's in you. Yeah. But if it's not, you pray and ask God, God, please give it to me. Yeah. Because see, when you know what you know, nobody can keep your mouth shut. That's right. When you know what you know, yeah. And when you are what you know. Yeah. So who are we?
Keep us.
What is God to us?
Our sword.
What?
Our shoulder sword.
No, you trust him and you ask somebody else. No. Uh-oh. So God is our what? Total sword. What are you living? No, it ain't you faking and you funking. You faking in the place. You faking in the place. What are you living? As you embrace what? Oh, you didn't think you was going to have problems. You didn't think you was going to have tests. You didn't think that you had to go through some stuff. Well, then if you didn't think that way, then how is it that you're able to make decisions? You only had to make a decision based on what's been for you. And the only way, I promise you, if you're going to have an epic year 2019, you are going to make epic decisions. We are. We're going to make epic decisions. What I want to talk to you about today, and what you're going to talk to me with about today, God won't let me leave this. Step 9. reinvent yourself. Man, after Tony death, we ragged. Oh, it's all right. Because of the love that we had, and ain't nobody in today, but I'm going to show you what God is doing. God is giving us the opportunity to reinvent ourselves. Because we've been snotting and we've been slobbing. We've been wiping our eyes. We've been praying, asking for strength, trusting in God that we would be able to go on. And it's not that we don't know how we're going to go on.
That's right.
But God wants us to know that we can't linger today.
That's right.
And what he placed in me to tell you was this: I'm here to push you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you. Even if I have to push you away from me, I'm going to push you. So in the push, you can go forth and you can go forward. Or either I'm going to push you right out of the way because you can't stop me from going. And all of us should take on that mindset. We're going to have to push Stephanie. We're going to have to push Annie. If we can push Stephanie, Stephanie can push her children.
That's right.
If we can push Annie, Annie can push Geraldine.
All right.
It's all right.
That's right.
If each and every one as covenant keepers can push each other, nobody is going to be left behind, and nobody will be in a place of this stagnation. We're going to have to do that today. There's a word in the Bible says, forsaking not the assembling of yourselves together as the manner of some is. Now, look around you today. I can remember when this room was full. Anybody else remember? Yes, man. Question. Why was it full then and it's not full now? Answer. What they came for then versus what we're coming for now. There was money to be made. There were houses to be got. There was trucks to be bought. There was credit cards to be gotten.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Come on. Hallelujah.
That was when it was full.
Hallelujah.
Oh my God.
Hallelujah.
But today, with what we still have,
Hallelujah.
what we did not get, what we still looking for, the ones that are true to this thing, the true covenant keepers, we won't forsake ourselves to assemble together. We'll always keep coming. No matter what happens, as long as there's breath in our body, as long as they're using the activities of our lives, we're going to keep coming. And we come for him, not all of them. We come for the heart of God, not for the hand of man. All right. It's all right. That's what we come for. That's why you see who remains. Only the real remain. Only the real. And I don't believe none of us in here got everything we want. I don't believe none of us in here, everything is already paid up. I don't believe none of us in here, but we still here. And we're going to keep on coming because our hope is built. Our hope is built on nothing less than who? His blood and his righteousness. And what we don't have right now tangibly is still ours. It is ours. We will have it. All we're going to do is remain. We will stay committed If you won't watch yourself, He gonna give you some things you want to.
Yeah. All right.
And the way we did that is He's taking us to the streets, y'all.
Yeah. Amen.
He's taking us to the streets. Let me tell you what me and the Lord was talking about. He had woke me up and He asked me this question. I was like, He said, how do you live a life that has already been lived? I was like, oh. I said, well, Lord, I said, you can't. I said, you can't, right? Come here, man. Let me show y'all something today. Let's get on this side, because I'm right-handed. I'm ambidextrous, but I use my left hand more than I do my right hand. On the right, my right hand. And everything else is done with my left hand. Me and Anna Mae, she's standing beside me, am I right?
Yeah.
And with her standing beside me, then she's by me, am I right? Let me show y'all the difference in what you see today and what we used to see.
All right.
As God showed it to me. You got people that'll walk by you and they'll even walk beside you.
That's right.
But the reason why they're not here today is because they never walked with us.
All right.
They never walked with us. You never joined with me. You never came one with me. You never joined yourself to me. You never knew what I believe. You never knew who I believe. We didn't have the same beliefs. Somebody better say something. So then when something happened, and I'm still left, because you was never with me. You never walked with me. So if you was by me or beside me, you pretended to be with me so that you could get whatever you needed from me. Where are they? And today, it does not matter to us.
That's right.
As long as we remain. As long as we remain. As long as we remain.
Yes.
Well, I said, okay, God. But you know, God, He never leave you one-sided.
That's right.
So then He said, the question again. How do you live a life that has already been lived? Then He had to take me to the Spirit, only through Christ.
Right.
Because He's been here before.
That's right.
And He's already gone. And now we say we have Him. So now He's to walk out this life through us. That's the only way we live a life that has already been lived. So guess what? So guess what? There's nothing in this life.
Yes.
There's nothing that's behind us, nothing that's beside us, nothing that's currently present, nor nothing that's before us that He don't already know. If we would get this every single day of our life, He is God with us.
Yes.
Because He is Emmanuel.
Yes.
He's with us. I said He's with us.
Yes.
Why are we frightful?
Yes.
Why do we get scared? Why do we get intimidated? Reinvent. Take yourself back into yourself in the midst of whatever it is that's before you. Hide yourself in yourself and say, God, it's showtime.
Yes.
You're with me. He said, I am your present help. He didn't say your past help. He said, I'm your present help. I'm your present help. Stop letting things that people do to you hurt you and use what they do to build you.
Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
The only way that we stay stuck and they stay over us and they have dominion over us and they can come back and take from us and we still sit there is because we give ourselves and our power and our strength over to them.
Yes.
Don't let the hurt enter you. Go back into yourself after you've been hurt and let it build you.
Yes.
Realize what it did. Admit that it did it. You don't, then guess what? Then it no longer have power over you.
That's right.
Because you done spoke the truth concerning it.
All right. That's right.
And truth always make you
Free.
free. Y'all gonna help me talk.
Yes. Yes.
Truth always make you
Free.
Now let me tell you something about truth too. Because I've known some people to do what they wanted to do, and just because they told the truth that they did it, they thought that that gave them a license to keep on sinning. And just because you was able to tell the truth about it. Don't let the devil get you like that. Just because you're able to tell the truth, you only tell the truth because you want to be free from that thing. Because you want to be free.
Yes.
Yes.
You want to be free. Not to be able to continue, okay, God, you want bless people to me because I tell the truth.
That's right. That's it. That's it. That's right.
That's what they think.
That's right.
Newsflash. That's not it.
That's right.
It don't work that way. Stop homing out.
Yeah. That's right.
And see, and just say, you know what? Yeah, my flesh got weak.
Oh my God.
Well, if you tell the truth about it, then you're asking God, God, make me strong.
Yeah.
Make me strong. That I don't give in to this flesh.
Yes.
It's all right. 3 T's. You got to be transparent. You yourself have to be trustworthy. Now, listen at me closely when I tell you this, because I am not telling you to trust in anybody else. Because the word clearly tells us don't put our trust in man.
That's right.
You have to be able to be trustworthy to yourself. Be transparent, be trustworthy, and above all, you have to be able to tell the truth.
Right.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. And see what happens when God really do become your total soul. And when we talk about I like to come to the end first. Well, let me give y'all something that'll go with that. See what the Lord told me. He said, you stop telling people to have a blessed day.
All right, baby.
Stop telling people to be blessed. I said, what?
Are you serious?
I got it on my phone, y'all. We were riding, coming from lunch one day, and there was this truck going ahead of us, and on the license tag, she had an "Oh my God." That was a personalized license tag. You know how people say, "Oh my God,"
Yeah.
but this was a black woman in the truck, and her "Oh my God," because she understood that the way we talk, we run it together. Oh my God. So, oh my God, yeah. Oh my God,
Oh my God.
yeah. He did. He said, stop saying, be blessed. Have a blessed day. Oh. Okay. He said, because when I wake them up, they are blessed.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all know what? God don't never leave you half empty.
Yeah.
He said, when I woke them up, he said, they were blessed. It's a blessing to be alive. They were blessed.
Yeah.
He said, you tell them to have a productive day. He said, tell them to have a productive day. He said, because only what they produce in the day, I'm able to bless. It's all right.
Yeah.
Only what they produce.
Yeah.
You already blessed. What are you going to produce from the blessing?
Yeah.
Only what you produce, God said, I'm able to bless. See, one thing I love about God is I ain't got to go in the Word. I just go in His presence.
Yeah.
And I get fresh manna.
Yeah. Amen.
I get it in the day. Right now. Right now. A right now word. Let me tell y'all something about us being covenant keepers. When the Word tells us, as we assemble ourselves together, guess what we're doing? That's why we can't keep our mouth shut no more.
That's right.
This is why I'm getting ready to tell you why we can't keep our mouths shut anymore. It's because when the Bible says, forsaking not the assembling of yourselves together as the manner of some is, I don't care what others do when they come together. Yeah. I need to know what God has for us to do when we come together. Yeah. And in that verse, it lets us know when we come together, we got to hear from each other so we will know how to aid one another.
Yes, yes.
Don't come up here and sit down and just listen to what I have to say. You didn't go through what I went through.
Yes.
But I understand that we all went through some things. Yes. You can't live in this life and not go through it.
All right. Yes.
And why you want to keep what you go through a secret, whereas you keep it bottled in and you don't have nothing else. If you don't let it out, nothing else of good can come in to not only fill that place, but to build us up. Somebody in here got what somebody else needs. But why are you going to come in here with the goods and leave out with it and not make a deposit? Why? You're going to make somebody else have to then come in and you're going to make these people lie. You say, what? I can't make them lie. Yes, you can. Because if you keep your mouth shut and what you have in that could have helped somebody else, then whenever it's time to end everything, everybody good? Yes. They done told a lie. They done told a lie. Because see, they came in here having already experienced something.
Yes.
You coming in here already having experienced some things. Yes. See, let me tell y'all something about being a covenant keeper. When you deal with Ruth and Naomi, see, y'all just thought that she just wanted to go with her because she didn't want to go back home. But you have to hear what she told them when she had the opportunity to leave and to go back home. She said, no. She said, your God. Uh-oh.
Yes. All right. Yes.
See, that's the covenant right there.
Yes.
Your God will be what?
My God.
No. She said, see, everybody want to skip that part.
Yes.
And you want to go to your people and where she going to lodge at. Yes. But the first thing that was the key thing.
Yes.
Was it that your God was going to be my God.
Yes.
Your God. See, I got to be able to see that you have problems sometimes. Yeah. But I got to be able to see that your problems don't have you.
That's right. That's right.
And when your problems don't have you, then I can run to you. Because I don't want to know how is it that you took that liquor and you still ticking.
Yeah.
I need to know. Yes. Not what's your secret, but I need to know who's your God.
Yeah.
I need to know who is it that can keep you when all hell is breaking loose around you. That's what I need to know. That's who I need to know. Stop going asking God for mediocre stuff. Get down to the real nitty-gritty with God. Look, and it's not about us having to lie our way through in this life. Yeah. Because I heard him already say, a liar ain't gonna tarry in the sight. Right. It ain't gonna tarry in the sight. And another thing is, every day, with every test, with every problem, crossroads ain't nothing but a place that you come to in life where you have to make a decision on which way to go. But I want to show y'all something because Tony, Derek, and myself, we didn't give ourselves none of these names. God gave us these names. God said this is what we were to be called. God said. God said. So God set us up. He set us up and he showed us the method to the madness. He showed up. He He gave it. God is so good. He gave us everything that we have need of. While everybody else is out there looking for what it is they need, he gave us everything that we had need of. And we are to work in each one of these places. We are to work as a covenant keeper. I don't care if Derek do credit, how he do it, but if he don't keep covenant with God in this, I don't care how much of your true life you live. I don't care if you put on your mini skirt. I don't care if you go whole hopping. I don't care. But your true life should bring you to the crossroads. That you're going to have to make a decision. You see, because if you don't want the covenant keepers to know how you live in your true life, then they can already tell you that you ain't living according to the covenant that you should be keeping. Don't come out here looking one way. And then whenever you go home behind the door, freak come out at night. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, we ain't been saying that long that we don't know what going on behind. Yeah. And even if you got this problem, ain't no problem. Because all you got to do is to make an epic decision. That's right. And that epic decision will change your entire life. That's right. Yes. I tell y'all what, in all honesty and all truth, we don't know in the things that we're doing that we don't tell the truth and make the right decision, come to the right decision. We don't know what that next time, what it's going to really produce in our lives. Just let me say that. Let's say there's something sexual. You don't know what you're going to catch that you're going to be able to get rid of. That's right. That's right. See what I'm saying? See, that's only because you can't do it both ways. You cannot do it. You can't come and say, you know, well, I'm just going through. No. Make a decision. That's right. That's right. Make a decision. Yeah. One that if you ain't ready, so you think, keep your mouth shut. Yeah. Because whatever come out of our mouth, we're going to be tried by that. That's right. You're going to be tested by that. You're going to be tried by that. But then this morning when I woke up, the Lord said this. He said, tell them, he said, pray what they are. All right. Pray what you are. Pray what you are. See, I would love to be a fly on the wall, but no, I won't. Just to hear what you think about yourself, what you know about yourself, that you pray. Pray what you are. See, because before we can get real with anybody else, y'all go ahead and finish. We got to first be real. With who? Myself. Before you can tell your children what's right to do and they believe you. Wait a minute. That's the key right there. Because they can only do what they believe. So if you can speak what's right to do, but if they see you doing wrong, man, they ain't studying you. That's right. They ain't studying you. That's right. So they'll do what they do in front of you, but what's in them to do, they will do outside of your sight. That's right. And then whenever you catch them, oh, how they slap you upside your head. And they throw you right back up in your face. Yeah. You and your nastiness. Yeah, you can tell me what to do. But mama, but daddy, I saw you. You did. You do as I say, not as I do. You have just now slapped into them a will to continue to do what they're doing and to be even more sneakier about you not catching. That's right. Because you don't have no change in you. Yeah. So what makes you think they're going to change? What makes you think they're going to change? T, did you have a good week?
Anybody had a bad week? I just want somebody with the truth. I ain't saying that you didn't tell the truth. But I just want somebody because, see, what I understand is that if you really want to get to know who God is, thank God for your tests and your trials, because that's what brings you about knowing. See, that's the only way you're going to know. See, with all this blessed and highly favored, all is well, and not being able to go to the well and then see that the well is dry, and then you know you thirsty and you really need some water out of that well, then you say, oh my God, how am I going to get what I have need of? And then other things start flowing through your mind on how to be able to get it. Nobody didn't have a week like that. There you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. All you gotta do is be real. Don't be. Anybody had a week like that? No. I did. And when you begin to say what the problem was, then you should be able to tell what your decision was. Somebody need to hear. Yes. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Somebody need to hear. Somebody need to know that they're not by themselves. Somebody need to know that as covenant keepers, we walking with you. That's right. And we're here today to aid you. Thank you, God. Yes, Lord. Trying to keep this stuff up, trying to keep this image up like everything is all right. Yeah. No, it ain't. That's right. Only He makes everything all right. Yeah. So now, who had a bad week? I mean, not so much. I use the word bad, but who had some things going on this week? All right. Now, listen, y'all. As covenant keepers, today in this place, we become everybody's accountability partner. Listen to how I say that and why. Because we're going to speak truth today. Yes, Lord. We're going to embrace it. We're going to embrace our truth because guess what? It has already happened. And you don't know who's in here that can help. You don't know what somebody else has in them that's going to be able to help. And look, everybody looking for a word, right? I just need something that'll be able to just take me through. I need something. I need to hear something that let me know that what I did, although it was wrong, it's not that I'm all right, but that God can make it all right. And they can give me another strategy. They can say what they did. They can show me another way. Whatever it was, somebody needs to know. Somebody needs to hear. Who want to go first? Loud too. Let me tell you one thing about being in covenant with God. He said, for my people shall never be ashamed. So if you and him and something already happened, shouldn't be no shame in your game. Because there is help whenever truth comes. Anybody? Vanessa, you got first? Go ahead. Say it like you mean.
I went to the doctor yesterday. For over 3.5 years, I've had this limp because my foot has been bothering me. But the last few weeks, it's been even getting worse. So I went to the doctor, and I knew he was going to tell me I was going to have surgery. And of course, that's what he said, that I'm going to have surgery on my feet. And it threw me for a loop because I knew he was going to say it, right, but I didn't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. I wanted him to pacify me and say, I'll give you a shot, because that's what I went in and asked for. But he said, I'm not going to play with you. I ain't giving you no shot. You done had this limp for 3.5 years. It's time for us to get it over with. And this was a new doctor. So all day yesterday, I was he messed me up. I was really messed up. So last night, I couldn't sleep. And when I can't sleep, I get this song. I can't sing, y'all, but I get this song in me that makes me want to go. I didn't want to come today, but I knew I must go on. I knew that I got to go on because I'm living a dream. I'm still in this dreamy place. So if y'all y'all just listen to me for 1 minute and let me get my song on out. Let your glory fill the house. Let your glory fill the house. Let your sweet anointing remove all the doubt, so your glory can fill the house. Let your praises fill the house. Let your praises fill the house. Let your sweet anointing remove all the doubt, so your praises can fill the house. Amen.
God to move all doubt. So that his presence can fill the house. And I understand that. Next.
Good afternoon. I have two things problems. One of them is dealing with fruit. And I was on the phone. It may not be much, but it bothered my spirit. That's why I had to come back and make it right. I said I hadn't heard from you since the service, and then said a few things, then hung up. But while I was at home, it bothered me that, and the spirit brought it back to me. Yes, you did hear from her. And for me, when something is out of order, because I don't want to make it seem like I overlooked that, I said, let me just text her and let her know. Yes, I did talk to you, because to me, that would have been like telling a lie, because I'm not going to let that hover over me and keep me from walking in the spirit of truth. And like I said, it may not have been much, but anytime something bothers my spirit like that, I have to go back and straighten it out. And then I can have a good night's sleep, because it would have worried me a lot if I had to straighten it out. And then the second thing, this week I had worked 6 days. I was tired, but I know God gave it to me in my spirit. Sometimes we have to train for stuff before we actually get it. Right. I had put in for another position on my job, but I hadn't got it yet, but I have started doing some training with some more people. And when I went in on that 6th day, I had the whole day to train. But sometimes we just have to go ahead and do what we need to do. Trust God that He will open that door so you can walk through it, and then you won't be sitting back looking like really lump and not know exactly what you're walking into. So I just bless God and trust Him that the training I'm getting now, that I will be able to use it when I do get into the position. And I just pray that He open up that door so I can get another position. So that's my truth today. So I just thank the coming to keep it and pray that everybody stand in agreement with me that God don't give me that promotion.
Amen. She talked about truth, and Stephanie and I, we were talking, and I had to tell her this morning. I told Stephanie this morning when I got here, because I told her that I was going to cash app her some money on, it might have been for Friday, was it third Friday? And I was at the job whenever I said it, so it's not piggybacking, but I understand about truth. That's all I'm saying. Is that, and I couldn't remember if I was supposed to, if it was $140 or $141, $140 some dollars. So the lesson that I got out of this, let me tell you something, because every story should have a lesson. The lesson that I got from this is that whenever I said that I was going to do it at that time, I should have done it then. But being in the work environment that I was in, and this is no excuse, but being where I was, I wrote the number down, how much I was going to cash app her. After we got off the phone, I went back and I continued to do my job. I went from the job, remembered after I was going from the job, and I was like, oh my goodness. I said, I was supposed to get out. But I told her this morning, I said, Steph, I said, what was it? See, I said 140. She said, no, she's 141. I said, okay. I said, I'm getting ready to do that right now. I said, now I ask you to forgive me. I said, because all I got is my word.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? All I got is my word.
Yeah.
And if your word ain't no good, you ain't no good.
That's right.
I don't care what you say. If your word ain't no good, you ain't no good. And the only amount of truth you have is what you live.
Yeah.
So I had to ask God, forgive me. I said, because I said, I know that I said it. Forget the excuse as to why I didn't do it. The lesson that I got out of it is this. Not only let my yea be yea and my nay be nay, but whenever I say what it is, right then and there, until it's complete, it's not done.
Yes.
Until you complete what it is you've said, it's not done. And if you don't do it when you say you're going to do it, then other things can come in, enter in, throw you off track, and then your word becomes no good. See, you might be thinking, say, well, you know what, but that dog, might be so hard on yourself. It was just like, well, you don't know, because I heard him say, if the righteous scarcely make it in. And that's what I live by. Out of all the good I do, out of all the right I do, there's still an opportunity for me not to make, there's still a window of me not to make it in. I got to be so careful with what I say. I got to be so careful with what I do after I say it. And the only way it becomes the truth is that what you say you complete. That's it. Who else?
I just want to say that, when Tony passed, and I did have a package to sit in for me for capsule, I was thinking it was the end. So on the 26th, we finished the package, but on the 27th, he got sick, so he didn't get a chance to sit in. So that day, I've been calling and said that it wasn't in. So I said, yes, it is, because I know he was dependent on everything go before. So when Stephanie and I went to order the headstones for his grave, she brought me the package. And I said, girl, I'm glad you brought the package, because I was going to go back and call Cap and tell them, y'all wrong. I know y'all lying because the package was gave to me. This looked like something important. I said, yeah. And Tony told you to tell me, don't fight a war that you don't have to sell it down and don't fight it. So she gave me the package. I said, my God. So she sent it in for me. So yesterday, I got an email. We had some more paper to sign and stuff that they sent back. But anyway, for the end of the story is that yesterday I received an email saying that everything was fine and we ready for 2019 for February. So I was glad about that because God will do things for you. And then another story I will tell that we went to the prison to see Darius. He was telling me about his mama had called the parole board and stuff like that. And I said, well, send me the message and I'll get it done for you, and I called. But it wasn't for me to do because the email never came through from him for me to call and do the work, the number stuff, but it was for his mother. So I had to push her to get to the point. So my job was just being there to hear his story, and then I had to go in and push her to get the information to him that he needed to hear. So I just thank God that he gave me the opportunity to go visit him in prison, and I was able to get her to push this. Because it wasn't for me to do, it was for her to do, finish it up. And I thank God that I be in the places that he wants me to be, and I do what he say, because I'm a person like, if he tell me something, I want to do it. And I promised him I'll put money on the book, and I did that. But I just want to say that we have to be true to what God said, and just go on and do it, and do it with excellence and not, hand you job. And I just want to share that I thank God I was able to push her and watch my job through, but it got done.
Amen. And that's real good. That's real good because, as I said, and I hate to keep saying, I don't like to say what other people say, and sometimes it is right what they say, but I just know that now is the time that we are to push one another. That is so true. I promise you, I got to push you. You can tell me what it is that's going on with you, but I got to buy with the spiritual ear. See, this thing is all done by the Spirit. I got to, with my spiritual ear, I got to be able to hear where you are. And I got to be able to push you from that place so that you can get ready and go further. Got to go further. Amen. Anybody else?
Yes,
Come on.
You go ahead. I don't know why I'm not getting ready to talk.
That's all right. That's
all right. But last week, my daughter's in school. So they said they were going to draw her out of school. So they needed certain paperwork, for his residence. So I was like, what can I do? I had no bank account in my probably over 10 years, maybe 11. Never really. But for the most part, so they needed proof of residence or they needed some form of document. So I went and got a bank account. It still wasn't good enough for them, so they took my child out of school. So on the way I could get it back at school, I had to provide a document. But she's on borderline. Missing so many days where they trying to take you to court. So it's Monday. I'm like, well, go ahead and get whatever documents in line. I go ahead and take her to the doctor. Go ahead and get my little doctor receipt so she'll be good to walk forward. So anyway, I ended up getting her in school. Well, I hadn't been to work all week. But I had to readjust because it was just a big transformation for me because it's like I went to bed and I'm like, how can I fix everybody else like mine crumbling?
Come on.
Okay.
And the bigger picture was the information that Central Registration had given me, they had tampered with. Because once you notarize something, it's notarized. You're not supposed to change any document. But they did that. So that morning Monday morning when I got up, I looked at my paperwork and I was looking at it, and it was a copy, but I could tell the ink was different. So I said, okay, they split. So let me go on down here. So I go down to the situation. I said, hey, can I get a copy of my affidavit or residence? Give me another copy. We the same thing. I said, how y'all do that? You can't do that. That's against the law. Like, you can't do that. So I went above their head to the Board of Education. So the lady was like, well, what you need to do? I said, well, right now where I'm at, I'm responsible to move my aunt. So they want me to provide certain documents. I'm about to move my aunt. So I can stay with her for about 6 months and I'll do whatever I need to do. Okay, cool. I went down there, signed the affidavit, put my daughter in school right down the street from where I've been living at, and everything just been praying. But like I said, it was just a lot on me because my child out of school, I'm like, hey, it's school, education is everything. And they put the child out of school just because you don't have certain documents, and it's just like a letter. And it was just crazy to me how they put her out of school, like her education didn't matter. Like it just, what really got me when I was talking to them, and I was like, y'all wrong. Sunday. I was like, I know y'all wrong, blah, blah, blah. I record people, I'm sorry. I say no people about it. Sorry. If you don't have that paper, girl, you got that audio. That's right. So when I turned around, walking out the office, they was laughing. I looked back, I said, people about out there, they was laughing. And it tore me up because I'm like, y'all think it's funny that y'all put my child out of school? And it's funny to you, like y'all don't have it, and I'm doing all I can to make sure she stays in school and get her education because, hey, they are here, so, like I said, it's just like, glad it went to home me. So I was just call my daddy, make sure you got your money ready, don't do it, bail me out because I don't know that. I just went to her, I just sat there and I just cried, and I was like, what I need to do next. I don't phone call somebody. Just go to the Board of Education. Went to the Board of Education, talk to somebody. Next thing you know, that Tuesday, school sale, got her in school. Wednesday, she started school, and everything was just up and running. So I was just like, they tried to. And it was so funny because the school she came from was my old person. Like, and he couldn't stand me in school, y'all. Because couldn't stand me, and I was a fool to tell you who I was. I was a fool to tell you who I was. Once I enrolled my daughter, like, hey, throwing made it my good all the way through. It was his goal to actually get my child. He did just that, but she's in a better place. You know, so we got to readjust. And I let her know, like, look, you see what I got to go through? You know, it's important for you to go to school and get your education. Because it's not easy. It's not.
I tell you what I heard. I heard that she did all that she could do, and then when she got to the place she done all that she could do, she went in the car, sat down, and she cried. God, what you better say what you know. God heard that cry. And then he told her what to do next. And that was that epic decision that was able to transform everything.
That's the crossroad.
Yes. That's what we're talking about, y'all. That's what we're talking about.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah.
Well, this week has been all over the place, mentally, spiritually, and I'm still in that place as of right now. That's where I'm at. That's all I have to say.
How you coming out of that? Before you say anything, y'all heard everything she said? She said mentally, spiritually, physically, she said she's in her place. She said all last week, even right now where she stands, she's still in that place. Okay, and I asked, I said, you know, how you coming out? Before she say anything. If you were in her shoes today, just stop. Well, you're not in her shoes. What would you tell her? Anybody? What can you tell her right now? Somebody said, stay in that place. Seek God for answers. Anybody else?
Keep working.
Keep working. Stay on the path. Keep pushing. Encourage yourself. Make a decision. Because you ain't going to move until you make a decision that you want to come out of that place. When you make that decision, then you have no problem asking God how. God, I can't. Yeah. This is where I am.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But I need you.
Yeah. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
We ain't gonna baby you.
Yes, Lord.
Because it's time to be pushed.
Yes, Lord.
You done birth.
Yes.
The pushing is up. It's time to push you now.
Yes.
And I'm only going to say this to you because as covenant keepers today, we all, and that's how I started it all.
Yes.
That's basically how I started it all. We just a mess.
Yes.
And that's only because of what God has done.
Yes.
And all we trying to do is just get back in alignment with God. We got to go back. We got to reinvent ourselves now. We got to go back in ourselves, and we got to come back in alignment with God. We got to shake ourselves.
Yes.
We got to come back.
Yes.
He allowed us to have that time. It's time to come back now. Why? So there's work to do.
Yes.
So this is the journey that we're on.
Yes.
We done took a trip.
That's right.
Time to stop tripping now. We got the journey on. And guess what? Yo, check this out. The devil don't even stop messing with us to even let us have some time, just a moment of the week.
That's
You see what I'm
right.
saying? He still keep going.
Yes.
Don't you know he do his
Yes.
job? While we trying to at least give me about 30 minutes. Let me cry about 30. About 30. Say it. Oh, you got 3 of? He honing right in on doing something else. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, we got to take this thing to the streets. When we take it to the streets,
Yes.
God will allow us to have peace in our homes.
Yes.
He'll allow us to have rest in our
Thank you,
homes.
God.
It's all right, y'all. You might not believe it, but I'm telling you the truth.
Yes.
Because whatsoever is in us is going to be worked out of us in our going.
Yes.
And when you meet what it is you need,
Yes.
the end of the day, you can go home and you can rest.
Right.
You can have peace in our home. Why? Because the first thing we took in our home was what? Consecration.
Yes.
And if you are a partaker of it,
Yes.
you can go to the streets and you can take the streets
Yes.
and go home and have rest in your home.
That's right.
Have peace in your home. Because in your home is a safe place.
That's right.
It's a sanctified place.
Yes.
It's a place that's set apart. That everything else on the outside can't come in.
Amen. I want to say this.
Y'all doing
God
good.
is, God is such a good God if we're obedient to what he says for us to do and we do it, that he will look out for us. And I say that because my two stories is, and I pray I'm not long-winded, but
I'm gonna stop you today.
amen.
I'm just messing with you.
Amen. Last week, I work 10-hour shifts, 4 days a week, and I have my Fridays off. So how I feel about my Fridays is knowing that this is the day which the Lord has made, but I take it to mean my Fridays. Please don't bother me on my Fridays because I need that time to recoup from the 10-hour shifts I was working Monday through Thursday. But as it would have it, as God would have it, person asked me to go with them on Friday to run errands to get an apartment, to go apartment hunting. And so whenever, you know how you be amped to do it whenever people ask you, whenever it comes time to do it, you be like, Lord, please let this person say they don't need me again. Please, Lord, please let this person say they don't need me again. So sure enough, the person texts me and asks me, so you still down to go with me on Friday? So I was like, dog, okay, Lord. And then I had the nerve to say, Lord, I'm praying to you and asking you to let this person not ask me, and I'm going to sit right here until you answer me, Lord. And do you know, probably about 5 minutes later, the person texted me and said they wanted me to go. I was like, okay, well, I hear you, Lord. I went and it was a journey that we went on. Like, we went all over the place until the very end of it, we got success. And I told the Lord, thank you, because I got so many lessons. I was thankful that I went after I went, because I got so many lessons throughout that day, just dealing with the person and doing what, she had needed to be done for or whatever. So with that being said, I understand this, that I was willing to go. Not at first, but God, changed my heart, and I was willing to go. And in the process, I did the will of the Lord. So bring it to this Thursday, knowing that if I'm obedient, that God will look out for me. My daddy is one that will put his wallet down and walk away from it. Forgot that he put it down. He loses things. And I inherited that from my father. I literally will put stuff down and walk away from it like it don't belong to me. So with that being said, I was coming home on Thursday, very, very long evening for me. And my wallet dropped out of my bag. And I didn't realize it. And where I stayed upstairs. So I had to walk up the stairs, and the wallet, I didn't even hear it. It fell out of my bag on the stairs. So I walked in my house, did what I had to do. And I heard a knock on my door. I'm not one to go to my door. If I don't know that you're coming, I will not go to my door. Little girl about 3 weeks ago selling Girl Scout cookies. And I didn't expect her. And the baby couldn't even sell me Girl Scout cookies because I would not come to my door. But I know it was the Lord. A still small voice said, Danielle, get up and go to your door. And so I was like, it's dark too. I don't know who this is. I'm here by myself. I'm good. And so I heard it again, Danielle, go to the door. I went to the door, and it was my next door neighbor. Whenever I opened the door, my ID, she had my ID stuck out like this, and I was encountered with my ID, and I looked at it. I said, that's me. In my head, I was like, that's me. And in her other hand, she had my wallet. Now, in my wallet, I don't carry paper money in my wallet because I know I'm prone to leave my wallet and lose stuff. So, and I know I can get the cards back, but you can't get cash money back. I had close to $200 in my wallet. And so she had given me the wallet. And
I looked in the wallet in front of her and I was like, because I know she got me or not, but I tell God thank you that she returned the wallet to me because she didn't have to do that. She could have just went on with my money. She could have just, took my wallet. It's a nice wallet too. Like the wallet was nice, the money inside the wallet was nice. It was a free for all. Like that was a blessing to some people. Literally, people will think that is their come up, that's their blessing. So I tell God thank you that she had enough in her. I don't know her personally, even though I've been living out there for a minute, and I feel like I should know her, but every time I try and get to know her, she feels like she don't really have time for me. And I know just the type of person I am, I can become a clinger to you. If you pay me just a little bit of attention, and then she pick it up. And so she can be like, I'll go and she's going, like, no, thank you. She's like, no, thank you. But anyway, so that being said, with all that though, the lesson that I got was just to be mindful of the voice. I often say that I don't want to be confused going this way. I know I have the Spirit of God, and I don't want to confuse my voice though with the voice of the Lord, because I know that's so easy. So with that being said, I strive with everything that's in me to be open to hear what the Lord is saying to me. So, and that I have to remain that way. I have to remain open to hear the still small voice that God is trying to speak to me, so I won't miss out. Because I would have been shook. If I would have woke up the next morning and not had my wallet, if I would have blamed everybody, I would have tried, like, somebody stole my wallet at work, I probably would have went on a winch, like, I already know how I am. Not even knowing that the reason why my wallet was not with me was because of me. But I tell God thank you for my obedience on the last week and going where he told me to go, because I understand this. He sets you up to bless you. He sets me up to bless me. So I tell God thank you for that. And that I need to move whatever he says move. Whatever it is, it does not matter. Not to mix myself in it and try and ration with myself and say why I should not move, but just to go ahead and go, because there's even blessings in that. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to go back to animation. You were talking to her earlier. You said it to her, but it blessed me because she said how she's in a place, all over the place. But then I talked to Vanessa this morning. It was still like I don't know what to do because I'm in a place. But when you said crossroads, you got to make a decision. That blessed me because I know even though I'm in this place too, I got to make a decision to either continue on or just retreat. Don't do nothing. But I'm gonna go on. I have to go on.
You know why you can't make decisions concerning what's going on in your life? In order to be able to know what to do or to get the answer to how to move on, is because you won't first yet deal with yourself and say what you know to yourself. You wait for somebody else, you give somebody a little snippet, and you wait for them to fill in the rest of it, and then you want them to give you something. No, you have everything you need within yourself. And I used to get, they used to get me bad. When I was in the church, they used to get me bad. They would come and they would tell me part the story, and I'd be figuring out the rest, and then I'd be helping them. And then next time they come back, and then they come back like Paul Harvey with the rest of the story. And I feel that everything I done did was in vain, because why didn't you tell me this? When a person really do desire help for real, and not want to stay hid and ashamed because of what it was they did or what it was they said, when they really want help for real, they'll tell the butt-naked truth. And the butt-naked truth is when they're able to expose themselves to themselves. They see what they look like, and they're not afraid to tell you what it is you need to know, because they really want help. Because they really want help. There's some things that I've already done that I promise you, and I promise myself, I will not go back down that road again. You will not take my kindness as me being weak. Yes, sir. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. You got me once. And that ain't no shame on me or shame on you either. I thank God that my eyes are open. You will not get me again. And that should be your mentality.
That should be your mentality. What got you in the last season should not be able to get you now. And the only way that it does get you again is because you didn't get the lesson from it the last time. When you get the lesson, then you're able to teach somebody the story. You done been taught. You done been taught. Anybody else?
I did have one more thing to say real quick. As you were speaking though about how whenever we complete a thing, then that's when it becomes true. Well, with just that being said, would it be safe to say also that's when it becomes a worship? You understand what I'm saying? Right, in the regards of that scripture alone, or that word alone, we can't worship in true worship, because that's what we seek in true worship. And we can't worship indeed if we don't complete what it is that we're, led to do.
Yeah. Let me say something about Danny just now. And let me say something about us. Some of you all may say what you say, and I can hear by the Spirit, and I can hear God in it. I can see, but in some, like her, she has to say what it is when it comes to God concerning her, because it's neat. It's all both is right. It's right to say it either way you want to say it, because as I said, this right here that we deal with is all spiritual. And if you can't hear what somebody say by the Spirit and be able to see what it is, then you're not spiritual. You have missed this thing. But then if you can hear what she said, but she always talking about God, and she blessed the Lord, and not the Lord, and not the Lord, and I bless the Lord. But some of them don't know God.
That's right.
See, and we know that all things work together. For what? Who are what? No, it isn't. See, I knew I was going to get you right there. Let me show y'all something. It's not who are called. It's who are the called. Because many are called. But you got to be the called in order for him to have chosen you. And you won't have a problem fulfilling his purpose. Some things we don't understand that's before us. Some things that we don't understand that we came out of. Some things that we don't understand presently now as we sit in this place. But guess what? Since we are the called, we already understand this much. And if you don't, this is what you need to know. You should need to know that all things are going to work together for your good. All things. You hadn't even experienced some of those things yet. But when you get to them things, all of them things going to work together for your good too. Just don't fall out of love with God. Just don't fall out of love with God. Don't do that. Don't do that. Matter of fact, falling in love. Falling in love. Fall in love with it. Anybody else?
Mine kind of starts from last week. How my job works, how my business works is I'm assigned cases, and I go to each client and I take care of clients. And making the decision to come up to Georgia, they got mad at me at the business main office. And when they got mad at me, they decided not to give me cases. And it got to the place where it's I say I need about 12 cases in a week to be okay, be all right. The week went on last week and came down to Friday. I'm like, okay, well, I don't see anything. I only had 4 people on my books from Monday this week. Okay. Well, okay, what do I need to do? I wanted to start getting panic mode, but where they weren't giving me anything, I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Saturday came along and an agent called me and gave me 2 cases. And when the agent calls me directly, that's more money for those cases. So I was grateful for those right there. Monday came and one person had canceled, so it took me right back down to 4 cases for Monday. I did those cases. Tuesday, how Alabama is set up, there was a threat of snow. So they shut down school. Kids didn't have to go to school or anything like that. I wasn't concerned because that day I had the children to take care of, them in the house, things to do. But Wednesday, I had no other cases for the rest of the week. But Wednesday, I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Majority of the time, I'm like in a place I don't know if people over I'll just stay in my bed. I won't move, I won't do anything. But I got up, got Jaden off to school, He leaves out the house at 6:47 every morning. And I'm like, okay, after he goes out, I'm gonna get in my bed. I don't have nothing else to do. What else am I gonna do? You know. And as soon as I get Jaden off, I come back in my room, I sit down, I look, I have a text message from you, Apostle. And Apostle talked about it on today. But the very last line of that text message says, have a productive day. And that was the push that I needed. I'm like, okay, oh goodness. You know, that I've never gotten that one before, but have a productive day. Okay, my heart went back to profit. Okay, I don't care, whatever it is. I don't care if you get up and sweep the floor in the kitchen. I don't care, you know, whatever it is, get up and move. And that's what I got up. I got up and I began to move. I began to do things around the house. And not too long after that, I got up and I was getting ready to leave out the house. I looked at my cell phone, and that's how my cases come through my email. I got a case. I'm like, okay, look, let me go ahead and call that person. Call that person. And that person will, are you available today? Sure, yeah, I'm available. I got up and I went to that one right there. Before finishing that one, I got 8 more cases in the phone, whereas my agents were calling me and giving me these cases. And I was able to call those people on that same day, get them taken care of on Thursday. And whereas I normally would miss, but I normally need, like I said, I need those 12. God exceeded that for me. I was able to get all those taken care of on the next day. And I'm grateful I didn't have to stay in that place and I say burden myself, but just go within myself and remain. Amen.
I'm kind of glad she touched on the money situation, because I wasn't going to say this, but I'm thankful. So I can hear. Okay, first of all, any of the latecomers that came in, I'll be the usher today. Y'all, first of all, use envelopes, okay? See, because I'm gonna show y'all something today for real. Anybody else? Yeah, God is good. Y'all don't know how good it is by y'all getting these envelopes. Anybody? Y'all talking about being blessed. Okay. Y'all know I passed out the envelopes now. I mean, I feel the power of God in my body. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. And I ain't trying to be funny, y'all. Let me tell y'all what the Lord told me. You search those scriptures and you'll never find in the Word of God where God said that anybody had to pay tithe. Uh-oh. Here I go again, right? The apostle go again. Coming up with something out of the air, talking about what God said. But I want you to search the scripture. He never told us to pay tithe. And I know how mean you feel. We did it. We just went along with what they were saying, but we understood that that's what we had to do. Okay. The reason why these preachers in the church be up there hollering at these people, telling them to pay tithe, y'all ain't paying y'all tithes and offering. Now the people should be all right. They should be sitting back looking at the pastor. You're right. I ain't. Lord, he never told me to pay no tithes and offering. The word was bring. It makes all the difference in the world. Because you can't pay God what's already here.
That's right. That's right.
You can't pay God what's already his. And he only set that up to see whether or not he could trust us to bring him back what was already his. Then so he could bless us. So whenever y'all, debate on how much y'all gonna give, or if you gonna even give, you put them $1 or $2 up in there. But don't come and ask me to pray whenever you robbing. He said to bring. Bring. Now this way you're gonna be blessed there. After we have already done bought into the storehouse, and then he look at how we bring it. Because he loves a cheerful gift. You bring it in. I ain't seen nobody doing no holy dance or something like that, you know, just tell me, hey, ha! I got it. And I'm gonna give it back. God, you can trust me to give you what's yours. Because you know what? Because if you steal from God, you ain't nobody in this room ain't got nothing nice. Anybody that'll rob God will rob every last one of us in here. I don't care what they say out their mouth. The proof is in the pudding. P-U-T-T-I-N-G. It's in the pudding. He said, bring it. After that, y'all, we have done away with and we have fulfilled the old covenant testimony. But it doesn't stop there. We got to go into the acts now. In order to be blessed, you got to do some acts. So look, after you have done that, you did it the way the word say do it. Now he said, the problem is we ain't got to pay nothing. Now we sow. God told me just like that. He said, people are paying for the word. And if them pastors don't say something that sounds good to them people, that makes Sister Sue jump up and tell me, old Rev preached good today, he might get their dues then. But then when they want him to pay the tithe at it, it's because the pastor knows he's getting ready to give them. But when they bring them into the storehouse, when you bring them into, God said, then it'll be meat in my house. Uh-oh, now here we get. So he said, now, when you sow, he said, prove me now herewith. The proof of your blessing is going to be in what you sowed, not what you brought. It's okay. When you sow your seed, that's the only time you reap the harvest. You're looking to be blessed off of what was already that belonged to God. Tell not where your blessing come from. Your harvest come from your soul. Yes. Tell any pastor to come out. I'll show them in the word. Yeah. I'm a word preacher. Strictly word. So guess what? The sowing comes now between you and God on how much you're going to hear God tell you to release. How big a harvest you want to reap. Well, I got all my bills due. Well, you know what? Stay right there on the plantation, baby. Stay right there on the plantation. And as far as you get, you'll never get into the master's house. You'll always come to the master's porch. But if you ever want to get in the house, I dare you listen to him and see how much he tells you to sow. All right. Amen, Cheryl. That's all right. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. I know it's right. I know it's right. Amen. And the only reason why we ain't acting stomach today because we never been taught that. I dare you, in your sowing is your harvest. All right. Not in your brain. This is God. This is here. It ain't your business what he do with here. That's right. But it's your business what you sow. All right. It's your business to see what your harvest looking like. That's your business. Get out of God's business and make your own. All right. Get out of God's business and make your own. Oh man, and we thought we done something today by bringing these young Lord. Sow over here. So I dare you to sow over here. Anybody else got anything they want to say? Yes, ma'am.
I didn't intend. It wasn't my intentions on becoming a covenant keeper. I actually told Tony her when I found out he was having the meetings here. I said I don't have any transportation, but I am determined to make it to at least one meeting. And the reason why I wanted to come to that one meeting was because I just wanted to meet the man in person that helped me out of what they call a psychotic snap from reality. And at that time, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was going to do, what direction my life was going. I had no clue. But the more and more I started coming, I got my motivation and my drive back. From that time, from that very first meeting to now, I had got my CDLs and became a bus driver. And Tony Hurd used to always say academic excellence. I used to hear him say those two words together. And the last time I heard him say it, I said, that's my training. I said, that's my lane, academic excellence. That's what I want to do. So I got back in school and I was prepared to do everything from scratch. I was just going to do what they told me I had to do. And I filled out the application for the university, and they had this enrollment counselor to talk to me. But she asked me something that I had not even put on the application. She asked me, she said, have you ever been to a school before? I was like, yeah, but I didn't put it on the application because I didn't think it was gonna matter. But she said, no, she said, it could make a difference. So I wound up telling her that. A couple of days later, she called me back and she was like, you had some credits to transfer over. Yes. And what they did was they took a year off of the degree that I'm going for. And I had I didn't know how dependent I was on Tony Hurd. Mm-hmm. So I had to write it down. I had to write academic excellence down. That's why Thursday, when you asked me, do you have anything written down? I was able to tell you because I had to write it down. And back in October, we all went to Aubrey Lane. Mm-hmm. And I had shared with y'all that I had got a credit card, right? And a couple of days ago, I got my notification that said that they're processing me a higher credit line because I was making those payments on time. And y'all, going back to the school situation, I have 2 weeks left in my first class, and I have a 97 average in that class. It was fun because, like I said, I didn't intend on becoming a custody keeper here. I didn't know what it was to tithe and sew. I seen Tony do it so many times. I seen him go into different places of worship, and before he could even say, my name is Tony, he was, put something on the altar or whatnot. And when I seen that, I don't know why, but I got excited because I wanted to be able to believe something that I could be able to do. I wanted to be able to do that. And I say this is the most I have tried, so believed in, not just the ministry, but just this organization, a group of people and stuff, because I got so much out of it. I got so much out of it.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna turn it over to Derek, but before I do, let me say this in my closing. I'm so grateful that God has allowed me to be here with you all today. This is our first Sabbath in the second month of their new year, which is February. And I'm so glad that as many of us is out today that we came. Now, I'm all the way, like Tony, I'm all the way in, I'm in April already. We do know that we have the March 2nd Take the Lead conference coming, and it's at the Marriott Hotel in Prattville, Alabama. I do have the tickets today for those that don't want to go online. The only thing about online registration is that when you use your card, they're going to charge you like maybe a $3 or $4 thing for you using your card. But with the tickets, it's just the plain flat out $65. So I do have tickets on today.
for that conference. I already know it's gonna be the bomb diggity. I ain't worried about it. We just preparing. I'm in preparation for it, and I'm so excited. I would like to say this. I give kudos to Stephanie because she was the first one that went out online and registered. Hey, she took the lead in online registration, and I was just so happy because she told me wife, right? I was just so happy she did. You know, that's just what I say within myself. I ain't said it to nobody else, but I'm saying it to the company keep it on the day. But for some people, and let me tell you all this, that in our epic year, you're gonna have to free your mind from the way you think about what it is you have. Because see, the way you think about what it is you have, you already think that you don't have enough. But I'm trying to tell you, when you free your mind this year, then you'll be able to let go of what you have that God will give. I promise you all. You don't have to touch and agree with me on that, but I promise you that's gonna be the key. You're gonna have to stop worrying about what you have. See, because you already know that what you got ain't enough. Or is it? Or is it? Or is it? I'm gonna tell you, yes, it is. Let me tell you why. And let me give you word. I'll put word on it in a minute. The widow woman, she told me, she said, all I have is. And all she had everything she had need of. All she had to do was, and she didn't understand, she waited for the prophet to come to tell her how to use what it was she had. That she never ran out. You got what you need. You're just waiting on somebody to come and tell you how to use. I came to tell you how to use, amen, what you have, that you will never run out. The only way you're going to be able to have more and more abundantly is to not to wrap your mind around what you have and say, this is all I got.
Yes.
So the tickets are $65 for the March 2nd Take the Lead conference. We got boss speakers. We got Jessica Williams. She's coming out of San Antonio, Texas. We have Minister Tamara Franklin. She's out of Columbus. We got our very own credit guru, Derek. He's coming out of Madonna. Amen. I'm there. Amen. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. Stephanie, you will speak be one of the honorary speakers. You don't have to create nothing just to put your voice out there because you are Tony's wife and this is Take the Lead. This is our, that's why I'm going to ask you just to greet the people. That's what I'm going to say. Just to greet them because they are going to know that this did stem from, from him and Take the Lead. So you are his wife and we definitely want to hear something from you. You had your hand up, man. True Life. Yeah, right. True Life is fine.
Okay, I'm on sponsor guy, so you can hear.
Okay, I'll give you the tickets. And now let me tell you this. I'm already in April. Remember that we were going to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in April? Y'all, let me tell y'all how God blessed us already. I'm on the phone talking to my brother. And I'm like, Styles, I said, it used to be Renee that would help me, with get hotel rooms and stuff. I said, but who do you know? I said that I can speak with. I said, so I can go ahead and get some of these rooms, get the rooms, for us. I said, we are definitely coming in April. And that's going to be April 19th through the 21st. April the 19th, that's a Friday. We're going to go in on Friday and we're going to leave. Now, the 21st is Easter. So after we go to the ocean on that morning, and we have our little sunrise get together there, then we can get on the road, and we can depart. My brother, whenever he listened to me, he said, Cheryl, you forgot, I work at the hotel.
Oh my God.
He said, you forgot. He said, he's a bouncer, right? He's like, you forgot, I work at the hotel in the bar. I was like, oh my God. I said, oh my God. Yeah, oh my God. Oh my God. So y'all, we all ready. He said, what you want? He said, you want oceanfront? He said, you want Lamelo? I said, oceanfront it is. Right. So when I thank God because I was able to talk with Annie on yesterday and I was running that stuff by her. And I said that he's going to on Monday, he's going to call me. We'll be on the three-way. And he's going to put his general manager on the phone. So I talked to Annie a little bit earlier, but we're going to hold 20 rooms. She said 20 should be good. I don't know the cost yet, but I did want to put this out to you all. And then the way what me and Tony, because we had already had this thing in the works. My brother knows they also cook. So he gave me 2 menus for us to choose from. I'm in April, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, Dad. So he'd already given me 2 menus because he said it's up to us. We can decide whether we want a cookout or whether we want a dinner. But for the cookout, and that's taking the children, taking in mind that we're gonna have children, he said he'd do chicken, ribs, hot dogs, macaroni, this is real macaroni, potato salad, rolls, corn on the cob, desserts, and our selection of drinks. That's if you want him to grill. I'll get him to do some sausages and some other stuff from down home because we're right there on the water, you know. And then he said we wanted him to do a dinner. He said he would do roast pork, turkey, cabbage, green beans, peas, rice, roll, dessert, and the different types of drinks that we would want. But on Monday, you all can get this in your mind now. For April, and you can start preparing. I will know how much the rooms will be. I told them we definitely wanted the rooms with 2 beds in the room. And I told them we did want all oceanfront. That's what they required, you know, said. So all oceanfront. And so, you know, we're looking to go down there and really, we can call that, you can tell me what you want to call that, Easter retreat, whatever, because it's going to be something. And then he was also saying that we don't have to pay for a conference room there. He told me, he said that he would be able to get us a room. So on Saturday, before we go to, he said he'll fix everything and everything should be ready for us by 2 o'clock to eat. He said, and I figure we'll train about an hour or so there at the hotel and then leave from there and then go down there to the area. It's a nice little park area. We can sit down out there and we're going to be served. They will serve us. They're going to cook for us and serve us. So we're looking to do this thing. It's going to be really good. It's going to be good. So I just ask that y'all mark your calendars for this if you want to go. And as I said, I have tickets if anybody needs tickets today, or if anybody wants tickets to sell instead of, you know, because like I said, some people may not want to use their cards online because of the little extra fee that's going to come with that. And if they don't, then you'll have a ticket that you can give to them to sell. And I can see you all. I'm gonna let Derek come up because I know, you know, time maybe a lesson, but I'm gonna let Derek come up. And Derek, I feel like you can close us out. But God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate your time.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. But I had an unfortunate thing, went down to Alabama last Sunday, and yeah, it was just an unfortunate, yeah, but you know, it was fortunate. And went down there and I dropped a seed on the table. And God just said, well, you know, you might be late, you're gonna go to the bank first. So he just sent me some blessings, so I had to go pick it up. So I was gonna pay some bills and stuff like that. So, you know, and so that's why I was late. I wasn't late because I was messing around. Even though I was out last night about 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I was out last night, I went out with cousins now. I was out with Jesus, there was Super Bowl weekend. So I was up there, I was in the midst of meat meal over in the house. I was up there with kids. You know what I'm saying? When I was up there, Future was down there. So one of my things I had, we took pictures of the week, I said from the credit room to the trap room, we still change lives. You know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes I'm in the midst of all these millionaires, but it's still a customer, but they didn't overtake me. I was in there. I took one drink, but most time I drink water, I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm on my health thing too. So that's what I was doing. But I still got up this morning, and I was a little late, but I was just telling y'all to know that, hey, all is well. The last thing I did, I remember one time I read a joke. It was this guy asked me, he was like, wow, man. He said, because the way I came, I had to go up through Panola Road and I had to come up the back way. And the guy said, man, you know, he said, man, when you die, he said, how you want to be buried? He said, well, he said, I want to be cremated. I want to be taken up in a plane, and I want to drop my ashes over Walmart. He said, why you want to take your asses over Walmart? He said, at least I know my kids will come see me once a week. So I had to say this morning, I wrote down, I don't care, I just saw a bunny this morning. I went down and looked at his thing, saw the smile. I said, man, bro, what are we gonna do? But I had when it's all better than mom. I said, I gotta go that route, so I go out these somebody to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Even the site one day, I was just like, don't go see Walmart more. You go see my man right there. You know what I'm saying? You come and give me something. So that's why I might have to get my ass spread. You might have to give me no big old coffee. Just put me on Walmart. At least I'm saying each one of y'all in the city. At least I know y'all can see the one. All right. So got a couple letters. We got to hand deliver these because somehow they got misconstrued. One's for Miss Dr. Tim, one for Diane with the printing around the Haven or Hawkins. So I guess she love that pager name or something. But y'all letters out. Y'all supposed to have got everybody on the mailing list because these are, I didn't come, but you know, y'all need to start writing your letters to yourself. These letters to yourself make a difference. Yeah. And I don't care if you want somebody just write it, tone it, sit down, put it in there, but write a letter to yourself. Because sometimes you got to talk to yourself because I know it said faith, the grain of the size of a mustard seed, but I'm telling you, when your friends are doubt, the size of a grain of sand in Myrtle Beach will kill everything in you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you have all the faith in the world, but one little piece of doubt when somebody make you want to come doubt you. Mm-hmm. I got to talk to somebody in the morning and said, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. You know what I did? I just sat down. Mm-hmm. I ain't say nothing. Because sometimes silence is a big thing. I tell people sometimes, I don't want to say nothing to you because I don't want to say nothing, I can't take that. Because little boy said, I read a little thing one time, little boy had a little anger problem. And the little boy would go out. He said, Dad, I got an anger problem. Dad said, here what you want me to do? He said, to control your anger, he said, I get you a bucket full of nails and a hammer and go out to the fence. He said, every time you get mad at somebody, he said, knock a nail in the wall. He had knocked about 100 nails in the wall. But he said, every time you calm down, he said, take the nail out. So after about 2 months, he came back, hey, Dad. He said, Dad, I got all the nails out. I ain't angry no more. He said, yeah, son, but look at all the holes you left. You know what I'm saying? So we can do apologies, but don't forget about the holes. Because those holes are those broken pieces that people always hold on to. Because you tell something to a little child at the age of 3, he'll remember all the way down. When I was in prison, one thing about it was grown men in there, 40, 50 years old, looking for their dad. It's one of the things you're like, everybody got something that they're looking for. But don't let nobody hurt you where you can't move forward. I got my sheets today for homework for next month. Well, it's for the class, but it's a Take the Lead conference. I'm only about to pick up one. But I need y'all to do this homework because I'm going to teach this next month. We're going to, what's the name? If you don't, you'll be looking like, you know, I'll be like my greatest Sunday school teacher ever, Mr. Andy, we're going to give you a test. I'm going to see if y'all know anything. And I'm going to give you a grade. And you know what I'm saying? The teacher's going to be here. So one of the things on one of these pages right here, it says, what is your worth? Perhaps you can't answer the question right now, but that's not a problem at all. Let's start with this. What are you good at? What are your talents? All right, and the last one is like, so let us consider this. What do you do daily that requires you to do the best of you and not the worst of you? And those are some questions because, like, at the end of the day, I want to know what's inside of you. What do y'all got that y'all can come up here and share with us? Because, you know what I'm saying, I can talk to them, get tired, but I know some of y'all got some lessons that can be a blessing to us. So we need to dig deep and stop acting like, you know, you come here, oh, no, Pastor Palmer, I'll talk you to death. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk to you. But I want to know what's inside of you. What greatness inside of you that you're going to get. Because I don't want to be trying to make it nothing my friend. You know what I'm saying? We could have went on Tony thing about 50 pages. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want to have it, baby, tired. And so, well, she honorary mentor. Would you give us $500? You know what I'm saying? I want you to give something to say. What's your story? What lessons do you have? And this right here is critical. And the thing about it is take the lead. We have to take the lead. I need everybody's mailing address because I'm doing mail outs. And one of the mail outs I did last month, I don't know if everybody got my book, but I had I sent a book out. If I don't have the address, make sure y'all send it. And I'm a marketing genius. Advertising, that's what I do. So this month, my little marketing thing, you'll get in the mail. I'm gonna do a lot of little stuff every month, but it says it's a heart. Yeah. And it's all about love, and we all got love, and that's just red. And it says life is less stressful with good credit. You Yeah. So now you go just squeeze that thing. Let's just call it. We got my name on her there, pick it. You know what I'm saying? Like talk up name on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna live a true life cookie, but life is less stressful with bad credit, with good credit. Like you tired of asking everybody to borrow money, do this. You ain't got no good credit. Think about it. Man, the government was shut down for 30-some days. And people have been working for the government for 20, 30 years. Had to go to a food line. The same folks that locked me up had no bag for food. And I ain't clocked in nobody yet. I ain't paying for no bread because I got good credit. Now don't be around here and can't get it. You got access to me. Me, unfortunately, the discount rate left. It's down there, Dr. Mexico, he left y'all. The discount rate is down. What y'all saying, but you still want to change your life? Because you may not pay your time, but don't tell you ain't gonna sow. Right here, you gonna pay for it right here.
All right.
I feel like y'all tell you. I tell everybody, I said, if I don't charge you, I'm gonna go back to jail. Because I'm gonna have to do something strange to get some change. And I know Tony ain't gonna help me out, so Lord, I'm gonna put no pressure on me, Eddie, because I'm in Paul. I'm gonna charge y'all. I'm gonna let you know. Because little like y'all know, even though y'all pay $2 for a loaf of bread, it don't cost 10 cents.
There you go.
How do you want to say y'all know just because the manufacturer just retail price?
That's right.
So what's your worth?
Come on.
What's your worth? I know what I'm worth. I don't want to be the cheapest.
Come on.
I want to be the best. I don't want to be a gallon of milk. We are covenant keepers. We come for change. Change. Relationship. Now, if you think this bad, I'll give everybody. Matter of fact, I'll give you about $10,000. Y'all go on over out there to TJ Church, or you can go close. You go to Jamal Bryant Church. All right. Then call back about a year, see if you know your name. Know your address, send you a letter your mom.
No, that's right.
Tell me if you give you a covenant keeper kit. Give you some oil. I looked up on my St. Larry and I thought I had oil everywhere. I said, ooh, I thought I put this up. Somebody had me some oil. I had about 10 bucks. I thought I had what's upstairs. That's the Lord saved too much. I got plenty of oil. I had that custom mix on. I had in this thing. I ain't got it covered. I got that mix. We wasted all over the table. We had oil that's going over. But you have to buy some more oil though. Yeah. For real. Yeah. You got to buy oil. They weren't getting that stuff away free.
That's right. You got to know it.
You got to invest.
That's right now. Yeah.
Free ride is over. I don't want president for 8 years. We got Trump now. Don't that last forever? Lord. But you better make the adjustment. When I came in here, it was a little hot. But you know what? We made an adjustment. He turned it down. Now I feel all right. Make some adjustments in your life. What kind of adjustments you gonna make? Don't be over here right here crying too much. You done lost this, lost that. Man, take your side story to Georgia Power. They don't even do that no more. They just talk to the phone. We ain't got no customer service. We ain't got to hear no story. Only thing you do is just go online. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a blessing. Take the lead. Take the lead in your life, though. Take the lead. I'm not waiting on nobody to lead me no more. That's right. Stop asking people opinion that you already know. What you want their approval for? If something go wrong, you're going to get blamed for it anyway. I can't be like, oh, when Miss Annie told me, well, who Miss Annie? Make your decision. You know, if you're a general, some soldiers got to die. Some people have to die in your life. Some things going to have to leave. Everybody can't go with you. Because everybody ain't getting up on Saturday coming down here. Everybody don't deserve this blessing. That's right. Everybody didn't go to and get out and shuffle through all the papers. You got enough control left, get enough papers to read for 10 years. Yeah. Y'all can read 1 page a day or a month. I got books. You want to order books? We can order those. But you got all the materials you need right here. And I'm not going to let y'all just get by and just think somebody will come in and give y'all something. That's right. Ain't about giving up nothing. But I'm going to make y'all dig deep. Because with my leader, he's telling me, dig deep. Now, what you going to do with the time you got left? What you going to do?
January 8th, he left. He been gone about a month. What you done did? Who like you done changed? Who can say something good about you?
Say it now.
Who can say you made a difference in their life? That's what I want to know.
That's right. That's right.
My shirt say, ask me how I can change your life. I don't say nobody ask me how I. And I'm arrogant. I love this shirt. I can wear this shirt every day like I work at McDonald's. This is the only shirt I like. I want you to question, ask me how I can change your life, because I know I can. And I know I'm good at it.
That's right.
Everybody in prison was playing basketball. I was buying copy cards, and I was handwriting. Wax on, wax off. I get up in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I got mad at somebody this weekend because they met me. And they were late. I said, you ain't gonna keep disrespecting my time. Because at 5 o'clock in the morning, when I used to get up in the morning, Tony might be 10 minutes late, and I'll be sitting there waiting for him, just like this. He said, well, you're waiting for him. I thought, no, I'm not waiting, because I prayed for this. Go get what you want. And sometimes you gotta be patient, and you gotta wait. But God got something for every one of y'all. Y'all ain't here by no mistake. Y'all passed 100 churches getting here. I've been in church for plenty of years. Ain't now of them writing no letters. When I was going, I got mad with the church. I wrote the pastor. I said, man, all that money I gave y'all, y'all can't take a collection from me. I got mad. But Tony told me he said it was painful but necessary. They had to do it.
Yes.
Had to. I hate he gone. But that shirt said I had to man up too.
That's right.
I got to man up.
That's right.
And y'all got to woman up, covenant keeper up. Y'all got to tell your story. If he told you one thing, one text message, you can take it, just take that one thing and just write it. Y'all heard of Frankie Beverly Mays? You know what they charge for a show?
Yes.
About 100,000.
Yes.
You know how long it's been since they wrote an album?
Yes.
A long time.
That's right.
You ain't got to do a lot of new things to get paid. That's what you do. It's millionaires who make pens. It's millionaires who make toothpicks. It's millionaires who make shoelaces. It's millionaires who just pray.
All right.
And it's millionaires who prayed on you.
That's right. That's right.
So that's my lesson. You know, we're going to get up out of here. I was late. I'm not going to make y'all late, but y'all take the lead. Did we bring consecration kits? Okay, yeah, so they're good. So I go by there, and y'all can come by the office y'all want to. I'll be there about 30 minutes or 20 minutes. I mean, I ain't give y'all that long. Y'all come out there and see it. Because last time we went in there, it was just an empty hall. And now it's decorated, he edified. And people have come by, oh, this is so lovely, this is so beautiful. This is so nice. I ain't no Tony sacrifice. His wife got mad, he took everything out of the house, everything. I said, oh, Lord, my buddy just got here. I said, Lord, let help me. I said, I need to give me some money so I can go furnish our house again. I said, because I don't want to let this stuff go. I said, it looks so pretty. He took old stuff and he recreated the office. And we got the best office in Millersville.
Yes.
Come down and get your consecration kit. Then month, but I promise you that month, when they're gone, they're going to be something different. You got to pay for them things. I might put a consecration vending machine. You know what I'm saying? You pay to get shit all right. I'll tell you, y'all going to steal now. You know what I'm saying? Look at all that free stuff. Go look at your cabinet, all that free stuff they gave you that expired. Go look at all that expired food that's free. If you pay for it, it's going to mean something more to you. You pay for it, it's going to mean that oil means something. I was so glad to get my oil last night. The Lord, I ain't want to get $20. I don't know what it feel like my oil. I was just paying my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know, but I'm telling you. But yeah, come down there. I got the packets, the consecration packets. Y'all can pick them up, the red, come in and see. And if y'all didn't get obituary, I think we got a few extra obituaries that y'all can have down there too. And come down and see the office. And send some people down to us. Because whatever I do, it's going to flow over here because this is my family. Because I know some people ain't going to be able to go forward to Myrtle Beach. And I respect that. But don't go scratch off lottery ticket and come in and beg and go to Myrtle Beach.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Don't go get $500 to your friend and put $5 on the table.
That's right.
I'm just saying respect it. Because one thing about if you sow over here, you know you're going to get it back. They're going to come back. Any questions, any concerns? Yeah, 11 on first Saturday.
Yeah.
But next Saturday, we're going to be at in March, we're going to be at
April.
Well, April, we're going to be here.
Yeah, April.
Yeah, but March, we're going to be in Alabama.
Okay.
And we'll let everybody know. Everybody make sure they got the emails updated and stuff. So we send out y'all posts and stuff. And we are doing classes here on Thursday. If y'all want to sacrifice to come down, Bible study. I might do like the old Baptist. I might give y'all some spaghetti or something. Yeah, you know, they treat me to come to church. I got some spaghetti down here. We do got some sweets and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? We might do something like that. Get y'all down here on a Thursday. Because sometimes Thursday be a little better because it's in the middle of your week. And sometimes you need a little kick to get you going for the rest of the week. I know it's tired going to serve these people, be around these people who don't really know God and love God. I'm telling you, it's contaminated being in this world, and you know you got some of these people don't know God for real. Like y'all ought to know God for real. For real. I'm talking about know God. Can't nobody tell me about my God because I know him. So hope y'all have a great day, and you know what I'm saying, and the words of my good pastor, we'll talk. Everybody can get your seats.